The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Okay. Let's get this character created.
Greetings.
Greetings. Heal that up a little bit. Deal with the hair after. Very particular about my character creation. Bring the nose down much. High cheekbone. Chin is good. I might want it a little further out. Yeah. Ear height is good. Pick some hair. Oh, that's not horrible. I want it to have some personality, though. That kind of looks like Liliana, does it not? My twin. Not that many hair options. You know, we live in the woods. We're gonna go for a longer hairstyle. Little messy, little shaggy. Yeah, it's too clean. Okay, portrait. We're bringing back Avena. Okay. dexterity, cunning, and constitution. And we'll do another one for dexterity.
You were born amidst the Dalish elves, noble wanderers who refused to join the society of humans that subjugated their homeland so long ago. The Dalish travel the land in tightly knit clans, struggling to maintain their half-forgotten lore in a human world that fears and despises them. You spend your time hunting with your clanmate Tamlin in the forests, and as is sometimes the case, your quarry is not always the local wildlife.
It's a Dalish!
And you three are somewhere you shouldn't be.
Let us pass, Elf. You have no right to stop us.
No? We will see about that, won't we? You're just in time. I found these humans lurking in the bushes. Bandits, no doubt.
We aren't bandits, I swear. Please don't hurt us.
You Shemlin are pathetic. It's hard to believe you ever drove us from our homeland.
We've never done nothing to you, Dalish. We didn't even know this forest was yours.
This forest isn't ours, fool. You've stumbled too close to our camp. You Shems are like vermin. We can't trust you not to make mischief. What do you say, Lethaline? What should we do with them?
Let's find out what they're doing here.
Does it matter? Hunting or banditry, we'll need to move camp if we let them live.
Look, we didn't come here to be trouble. We just found a cave.
Yes, a cave. With ruins like I've never seen. We thought there might be,
Treasure? So you're more akin to thieves than actual bandits.
If you've been there, you should have treasure to prove it.
But I have proof. Here, we found this just inside the entrance.
This stone has carvings. Is this Elvish? Written Elvish?
There's more in the ruins. We didn't get very far in, though.
Why not?
There was a demon. It was huge with black eyes. Thank the Maker we were able to outrun it.
A demon. Where is this cave?
Just off the west, I think. There's a cave in the rock face and a huge hole just inside.
Well, do you trust them? Shall we let them go?
You frightened them enough. They won't bother us.
Run along then, Shems. And don't come back until we Dalish have moved on.
Of course. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Well, shall we see if there's any truth to this story? These carvings make me curious.
Shouldn't we inform the Keeper?
She might be interested in these carvings, but let's see if there's anything more before we get excited. Besides, we're already here. Now, they said it was to the west.
Okay. Anything sparkly? No. Oh, okay. New party member has joined you. Exploration. Okay, plot helpers, markers in your current area map. Okay, cool. Let's keep on moving. combat situation, mastery of the battlefield is important. Zoom out in combat to gain a better view of your situation. You can try to pause. Okay. Attack an enemy, simply right click on them.
Come, let us end this! Very well.
Codex about the Hala. No creature is more revered by the Dalish than the Hala. No other animal has a god of its own. These white stags are much larger than ordinary deer, and the Dalish Hala keepers carve their antlers as they grow, making them curved into intricate designs. In ancient times, these stags bore elven knights into combat, but since the fall of the Dales, they are used less as mounts and more to pull the Arabels. Gotcha. Money.
It is begun.
Ooh. Brazilian forest. There are places in the Brazilian forest where the veil is so thin the difference between awake and dreaming is next to nothing. In one such place, a woodshaper was born under such unfortunate stars that his mother named him Abelus, which means sorrow, and he lived up to his name. He could keep no apprentices and lost his stock of bows in mishap after mishap until finally he had nothing. The rest of the clan began to fear that his ill luck would harm them too, and whispered among themselves of casting him out. Abelus heard them and resolved to change his luck, and so went into the forest alone to seek a suitable tree from which to make bows. At last he spied a young rowan growing beside a stream. He drew his axe, and the tree cried out in fear, begging to be spared, but Abelus said, "If I do not take your life, mine will surely end." With 2 strokes he felled the tree. From the tree he made the finest 3 bows he had ever crafted. Pleased, Abelus returned to the camp and gave his bows to the hunters at once. By nightfall, however, the camp was in an uproar. The hunters had returned with braces of hares which when cut open, revealed only worms and sawdust. The elder said it was a sign that the hunters had robbed some spirit of its host, for it is well known that the spirits do not go about the waking world on their own, but inhabit other creatures' bodies. The elder worked a charm to banish the spirit back to the Fade, and the clan went to sleep hungry. The next day the hunters brought back a doe, and again the beast bled sawdust. Now the clan began to fear the spirit would starve them, and wondered what they would have done to deserve it. Abelus came forward then and told of the rowan tree. The elder considered for a long time before declaring that they must replace what Abelus had taken from the spirit, so he sent the hunters to dig up a rowan sapling and bring it living to the camp. There the elder ordered the sapling planted and appealed to the spirit for forgiveness. There was a terrible sound then, as if the whole forest were crying out in protest. Darkness fell upon the camp, though it was just past midday, and when the darkness passed a rowan grove, every tree bearing the frozen face of a terrified elf stood where the camp had been. From then on it was forbidden in every clan to cut living trees in the Brazilian forest. The spirits know nothing of forgiveness. Dang. That's harsh. I like that. Spooky.
It shall be done.
Forgot to change my character's voice. That's okay. I don't have a ton of voice lines anyway. Small chip natural crystal. Interesting. I don't think...
This must be the cave. I don't recall seeing this before, do you?
No, and that worries me. We should be wary.
Always the careful one. Fine, but I'm not running back until I know there's something worth making a fuss over. Come on, let's at least see what's there. How dangerous could it be?
Famous last words. Yep.
Looks like the Shem was telling the truth. But these ruins look more human than elven.
Interesting, hmm?
There is no glory in bloodshed.
Giant spiders seem to appear in old ruins and other places where the veil has become thin because of magical disturbances or a great number of deaths. In such places, spirits and demons pass into the world of the living and attempt to take control over living beings, spiders among them. Not all scholars accept this explanation for the presence of these beasts, however. Some claim that the thinning veil allows magic to leak from the Fate, making such creatures as these spiders to transform into larger and more potent creatures than they ever would become naturally. While such spiders are known to possess powerful poisons and the ability to fling their webs at opponents in combat, studies of them have been few and the full range of their abilities are unknown. Well, those two are dead. Take that. I completely went past this guy. A dagger? Oh, I'll take that. I'm gonna become dual wield, but Journeyman Paralyze Rune. Ah, enchantment. So, I don't know if anyone has joined that saw my previous live stream, but I had an issue where when trying to capture the game, it just captured the loading screen the whole hour that I was playing and I never noticed. So, needless to say, I'm redoing it. And so far this one's recording much better. Uh-oh.
It is begun. Quickly, we must fight!
No quarter shall be given!
It shall be done. Get off! Careful!
Come on.
It is begun.
Dang, that one just turned to muck. Yeah, that guy had money. Armisu dagger? Yep. That. We'll go this way.
Look there, a cunning trap.
Very cunning. Ooh.
It's a trap. Very well. I shall do it.
I decided rather than just continuing on where I left off with this work, I would replay the intro. I didn't make it too far in. Oh, we got another friend.
Don't give them the advantage!
I think he is done. Seems rather stunned.
Look there, a cunning trap.
Suitable for exacting illustration. Oh, I'll take that. it's way around there. My issue is that I only ever played it on console, and the PC version doesn't have controller support, so I'm just kind of relearning the controls.
I can't believe this. You recognize this statue, don't you?
It's worn, but it looks vaguely familiar.
Back when our people lived in Arlathan, statues like these honored the creators. When the Shems enslaved us, much of that lore was lost. This looks like human architecture, with the statue of our people. Can these ruins date back to the time of Arlathan?
Perhaps, but there isn't much left down here.
Yes. Time and decay take their toll. Still, there's bound to be something of value.
I'm sure there is. Right. That just goes back into that room.
These things can have unusual powers. Be wary. I shall
Were those walking corpses?
Sorry to interrupt you.
This place is haunted.
Haunted? No!
Very well.
Great, so, no, thanks.
More the fools, they.
Oh, I'm good.
Careful!
By the creators! What was that thing?
Leveled up. Ooh. Three points. Okay, so let's do strength, constitution, and cunning. Skills. I'm gonna go with that. And this guy. Now, when I go here, I can put this, or is that to passive? It's passive, okay. Oh, okay, got you.
It shall be done.
Soul rock coating? Ooh.
I shall do it.
Another dagger.
As you say.
As you say. Ailish leather belt. Want that?
You aren't going to leave without taking a closer look at the mirror, are you?
No, I wanted to loot. I don't trust it, and neither should you.
It sat here for who knows how many centuries? What could be so dangerous? Don't worry, I won't break it. I wonder what this writing is for. Maybe this isn't... Hey, did you see that? I think something moved inside the mirror.
Get away from it, Tamlin.
Hold on, I just want to know what it is. Don't you see it? There it is again. Can you feel that? I think it knows we're here. I just need to take a closer look. It's showing me places. I can see some kind of city. Underground. And there's a great blackness. It saw me. Help! I can't look away!
Oh boy. That was loud.
Can you hear me? I am very sorry.
Why are you sorry?
You're awake! You've the god's own luck, Lethalon. You're back at camp. Everyone is worried sick about you. How do you feel?
Worried? Where's Tamlin?
We don't know. The Shem who brought you here saw no sign of him.
I don't remember anything. I was in a cave, then nothing.
He was a Grey Warden and appeared out of nowhere with you slung over his shoulder. You were delirious with fever. He said that he found you outside a cave in the forest, unconscious and alone. He left you here and ran off again. The Keeper's been using the old magic to heal you.
The Shemlin was a Grey Warden?
So he claimed. I just wish he'd told us where that cave was. Most of the hunters are looking for it right now. But the Keeper wanted to talk to you as soon as you awoke. Stay here. I'll get her.
Okay. I can wait.
I see you are awake, Dalan. It is fortunate Duncan found you when he did. I know not what dark power held you, but it nearly bled the life from you. It was difficult even for my magic to keep you alive.
What happened to us?
I know only that the Grey Warden found you in front of a strange cave, sick and alone. Duncan thought there may have been darkspawn creatures inside the cave. Is that true?
All I remember was the mirror.
A mirror. And it caused all this? I have never heard of such a thing in all the lore we have collected. I was hoping for answers when you woke, but there are only more questions. And Tamlin remains missing. He is more important than any lore in these ruins. If he is as sick as you were, his condition is grave. Duncan returned to the cave to search for Darkspawn, but we cannot rely on him to look for Tamlin as well. We must go ourselves, and quickly. Do you feel well enough to show us the way, Dalan? Without you, we will not find it.
I am up to it, Keeper. I feel fine.
I am relieved to hear it. I am ordering the clan to pack the camp so we can go north. Take Merrill with you to the cave. Find Tamlin if you can, but do it swiftly.
Are you not interested in the ruins and the mirror?
I would be lying if I said I was not. But whatever knowledge lies in that cave is not worth our children. I send you back with hopes of finding Tamlin, and that is all.
The clan is leaving?
If there is any truth to what Duncan said, then Darkspawn may show up in these parts soon. We must get away from that horde, but that is not our only concern. Did you encounter any other humans out in the forest?
3 of them. We drove them off.
Although you hurt no one, these humans roused their nearby village against us.
Of course they did.
As everywhere, our people are not welcome here. We have stayed too long, and we must move on, quickly.
So much for having faith in people, eh? Dang it. Take Merrill to the cave and find Tamlin. I understand.
Go quickly, for Tamlin's life hangs in the balance.
I need more equipment before
Master
I go.
Island can help you. Go to him and ask to see his stock.
Okay, I will. Goodbye, Keeper. Alright. Ooh, shiny. That is exactly what I am wearing. Also exactly what I'm wearing. Uh-huh. click can't unlock. Okay. I thought I saw sparkles there. For you, Benero. Got anything good, bud? Another one.
I'm glad you recovered. Once we find Tamlin, we can concentrate on the journey northward.
Thank you for the bow, Master Island. It is light and sturdy, much better than the one I made last year.
You are more than welcome. My father made it and used it in battle against the Clane tribes.
I will carry it with honor.
Could I ask you for a bow as well, Master Island?
One of my own crafting, perhaps?
Yes, thank you. I'm not picky.
It may not have a history, but you'll provide one for it soon enough, yes?
Of course I will. I should go.
May the creators guide your path.
Thank you. I don't want to waste too much time here. We gotta go find Tamlin. Here. Oh, these ones are slightly better. Take those. I didn't have a belt on. Are you... She's a mage? Okay. She's a mage. I'm gonna go dagger. Oh, those both have to be main hand? Okay, no. Only one shows up on my back, though.
The Keeper told me I'm to accompany you back to those caves. As her apprentice, I may see something you missed. But our main objective is to find Tamlin, of course. We must make haste. He may not have much time.
How much did the Keeper tell you?
Enough to pique my interest and my concern. You can explain the rest on the way.
Fair enough. Let's go.
Then let us make haste while daylight lasts.
Friendly fire. Okay, I'm easy difficulty setting, so there's no friendly fire.
The Darkspawn have sensed us!
Oh boy.
As you say, it shall be done. Thank you, What were those things? Were those Darkspawn?
You're asking me?
I've never seen anything like them. You can smell the evil on them. Where did they come from? Were they here before?
Maybe the mirror has something to do with it?
What would Darkspawn have to do with our people? The stories say our Lathan fell long before the Darkspawn appeared.
I don't know.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. Let's hope we don't find any more of these monsters. Before we go, are you all right? Were you hurt during the fight?
Nothing I won't recover from.
It's just that you're quite pale. You look a bit feverish, in fact.
I've been pale my whole life. What are you implying?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. Let's go.
It's not my fault I can't be beautiful and sun-kissed like you.
Yes?
No, not you. Oh my god, she sounds so angry.
I wonder whose camp this is. Do you remember it being here?
No, this wasn't here. It's fresh.
The Grey Warden said he was returning to the cave. Perhaps this is his camp. If so, he's not here now. And we've seen no sign of Tamlin. Maybe we should... Wait. Do you hear that?
No forest creatures. It's too quiet.
Exactly. The forest is too... still. Something's in the air. Something unnatural.
Careful. I don't like this.
It seems whatever you woke up inside that cave has spread outside. The sooner we find this cave and Tamlin, the sooner we can leave. Take us there quickly.
Okay, jeez.
I will make this quick!
It is begun.
Oh, there goes his head. Absolutely wrecked. Why am I carrying that? Oh, that's what she has. Like, I don't have that. Here we go again. Back to the place where it all began. Codex updated. Most common darkspawn in the underground, stocky and tough. Genlocks or Genlocks? I don't know how to pronounce it. Are notoriously difficult to kill, even by magic. Alphas. In any group, there is usually one who's dominant. As the tallest, strongest, and smartest of their kind, alphas serve as sort of commander, directing or bullying the others in combat. The most intelligent of the alphas become gifted sorcerers with many abilities akin to blood magic. These are the emissaries, and they usually only appear during a blight. Uh-oh. You know what I'm saying? That's an uh-oh. Oh.
So these are the ruins. Interesting. They're definitely of human origin, yet elven artifacts are scattered amongst them. Nothing explains the monsters, though. But we must find Tamlin, or what's left of him. I can't imagine he's still alive with those creatures about.
You're probably right.
Still, even if he's here somewhere, we need to find his body. Let's just pray we're wrong.
Okay, I will. Nothing to loot? No. Let's go this way. Head back the way we came. Where are you?
Always do battle! Have you no concern for your own existence? By the gods!
Oh yeah, I don't have any health poultices in my bar. Let's put you there. Fine. Just in case.
As you say.
Don't like that. Money, 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 money. Oh, that's my fault. Duncan.
So you were the one fighting Darkspawn. I thought I heard combat. You're the elf I found wandering the forest, aren't you? I'm surprised you have recovered.
If you heard the fighting, why didn't you help?
I would have, had I not been battling them myself. Not all the kills here were yours, as you can see. My name is Duncan, and it's a pleasure to finally meet you. The last time we spoke, you were barely conscious.
Andarana Tishan, Duncan of the Grey Wardens. I am Meryl, the Keeper's apprentice.
Your keeper did not send you after me, did she? I told her I would be in no danger.
We're looking for our brother Tamlin.
So, you and your friend Tamlin both entered this cave, and you saw this mirror.
Yes, Tamlin touched the mirror and I blacked out.
I see. That's unfortunate. The Grey Wardens have seen artifacts like this mirror before. It is Tevinter in origin, used for communication. Over time, some of them simply break. They become filled with the same taint as the Darkspawn. Tamlin's touch must have released it. It's what made you sick. And Tamlin too, I presume.
Can we fix it?
Unfortunately, no. It will taint all those who come near it now.
I do not fear this sickness. The Keeper knows how to cure it.
She may have weakened it, but she cannot cure it. Your recovery is only temporary. I can sense the sickness in you, and it is spreading. Look inside yourself, and you will see.
Then what should I do?
First, we deal with the mirror. It is a pestilence and a threat. It is done. Now let's leave this cursed place. I must speak with the Keeper immediately regarding your cure.
Can we just leave the cave like this? Is it safe?
With the mirror destroyed, I doubt the Darkspawn will return.
Can we return later and search through the ruins? We could learn from many things here besides the mirror.
The cave is not safe. Everything here was exposed to the mirror's taint. If your people must come here, they should cleanse it with fire.
What about Tamlin?
There is nothing we can do.
So he's dead then? Are you sure?
Let me be very clear. There is nothing you can do for him. He's been tainted for 3 days now, unaided. Through your Keeper's healing arts and your own willpower, you did not die, but Tamlin has no chance. Trust me when I say that he is gone. Now we should return.
Won't there at least be a body?
The Darkspawn would have taken it.
Taken it where? Or what would they do with him?
Darkspawn are evil creatures. and it's best to leave it at that. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Very well. Let's go back to the camp.
I sense no other darkspawn nearby, so it's safe. Lead on.
F's in the chat for Tamlin.
I'm relieved you have returned, and I did not expect to see you again so soon, Duncan.
I was not expecting to return so soon either, Keeper.
Dare I ask of Tamlin? What did you find of him?
Nothing. He's gone.
I see. Meryl, what about the mirror? Did you bring anything back?
I can answer that, Keeper. I destroyed the mirror.
I intended to use it to find a cure for this mysterious illness. I trust you had good reasons for your actions.
There is much to discuss, Keeper. I have learned a great deal since I was last here.
Let us speak privately within my Aravel, then, Duncan. Meryl, warn the hunters. If Darkspawn are about, I want the clan prepared.
Manuvinen, Keeper. Right away.
Darlene, allow me some time to speak with Duncan. Seek us out at my Aravel later, and we can discuss your cure.
Very well, Keeper.
Tell Haren Pyvel what has occurred. He now has the sad task of preparing a service for the dead. Follow me, Duncan. I'm eager to hear what you have to say.
Okay. Over here.
So you return with the Grey Warden, but without Tamlin. What happened, Dalen? Is he truly lost to us?
Yes, Haren. He is dead.
So, another of our children has perished. To think I'd live to see this. It seems the will of the Creators that I sing the dirge for those I held in my arms as babes. I think I know why our immortal ancestors would sleep. Swiftly do stars burn a path across the sky, hastening to place one last kiss upon your eye. Tenderly land enfolds you in slumber, softening the rolling thunder. Dagger now sheathed, bow no longer tense. During this, your last hour, only silence.
I thought he was actually gonna sing. Will you prepare a service for Tamlin, please?
Of course. We've no body to return to the soil, but we shall still sing for Tamlin. The Creators must come to guide him to the beyond. Tell the Keeper, it shall be done before the clan is ready to move on.
Thank you, Haren.
You know, it's imperative now more than ever to pass on what we know to the young. Let us tell these children of the fall of the Dales. You can honor me by sharing in the telling.
I don't know if I remember all of the tale.
All Dalish should know this tale, and hold its lessons close to heart.
Okay. Alright, but you may regret asking.
Children, hear of the fall of the Dales. Hear the tale of what makes you Dalish. Would you care to begin, Dalen?
Okay, at least they made the choice obvious. Long ago, we were slaves to the humans.
Yes, slaves to a terrible empire the humans built on the darkest magic. When it fell, we became free. We built a homeland in the Dales, worshipping the Creators, and rebuilding the culture and history we lost in our long years of slavery.
But the humans wouldn't let us be.
They were resentful, because we would not worship their gods, and because we put our people first. Over the years, their nations grew cold toward the Dales. In their eyes, we were blasphemers and cruel tyrants.
Then the humans declared war on the Dales.
And so the Dales fell. They took our lands and dispersed our people, forcing us to live in their cities and abandon our gods. But many of us refused to relinquish our ways. We instead chose to scatter to the winds, wandering the lands.
We chose wandering the lands rather than the human rule.
To survive and preserve our culture, the clans stay apart until the day the Elvenan have a homeland once more.
We shall return the old ways to those who have lost them.
We are the Dalish, keepers of the lost lore, walkers of the lonely path.
We are the last Elvenan. Never again shall we submit.
Thank you for your forbearance, Dalen. You remember both the tale and the oath of the Dales perfectly. I will let you get on with your business now.
I should go.
Of course. May the gods guide your path, Dalen.
Thank you. I have a feeling I'm about to get abducted. Can I unlock this yet? No.
Your keeper and I have spoken, and we've come to an arrangement that concerns you. My order is in need of help. You are in need of a cure. When I leave, I hope you will join me. You would make an excellent Grey Warden.
I would be honored, but how did this come about?
The Darkspawn taint courses through your veins. That you recovered at all is remarkable. But eventually the taint will sicken and kill you, or worse. The Grey Wardens can prevent that, but it means joining us.
Then I will join you.
I welcome you to the Order. It is rare to have a Dalish amongst us, but they have always served with distinction.
I know you'll do your clan proud, Dalen. Take this ring. It is your heritage, and will protect you against the darkness to come.
A valuable gift. So, are you ready to go?
I would like to stay for Tamlin's funeral.
We have much ground to cover, but I cannot deny you that. Say your farewells. Then we must be off.
Come then, Dalen. Before the Creators guide you from us, let your clan embrace you one last time.
I don't think I've ever done this.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kalen, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
I am Avena, Your Majesty.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. You are Dalish, are you not? I hear your people possess remarkable skill and honor.
Oh, okay, I'm not gonna be mean. Thank you, Your Majesty. You are too kind.
Well, I admire you for being so civil to a race that's treated yours so terribly. I tell you this, you are very welcome here. The Grey Wardens will benefit greatly with you amongst them. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
A lot of armor to be wearing constantly.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
What would you have him do?
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Okay, well that seems like a good enough place to end as any. Thanks for crashing game. And I'll see you guys